iPhoto is the built-in application which allows you to manage all your photos and videos right on your Mac. It comes built in, free with every new Mac purchased, and is also available in the iLife suite. Now, the first screen or the first thing you'll see when you open up iPhoto for the first time is asking you whether you want, when you connect your digital camera or chuck in a memory card or connect your iPhone, whether you want iPhoto to open so that you can manage your photos. We're going to say yes because we want to manage all our photos within iPhoto. The second screen you'll see is whether you want it to look up photo locations. Now, this is useful if you're going to use the places feature, which we'll get to in a second, so we're just going to click yes for now. Events is the main part where you're going to manage your photos. It lets you break down each of your imports or each of your photos into their own little separate event. Say if you've got your son's 8th birthday in one event, then you've got graduation in another event, you've got family Christmas in another. It's where you can manage all of your different photos. The photos, going over into the left-hand sidebar, the photos section allows you just to see all of your photos. They're just there, and you can just see them all. You can scroll through them. You can, look at them from there. Faces, going further down in this left-hand column, is a really cool feature. iPhoto will recognize any face, like over here. It will recognize the faces within the photos and let you name them, and then it will scan through your iPhoto library to see if there's any other faces which match that, and you can say yes, that's Jim, yes, that's Kim, no, that's not them. Places is also very cool. This is where that GPS stuff comes in handy. As you can see, I'm not connected to the internet, but you will see a map of Australia or a map of the Earth, wherever you are, and it will pinpoint where different photos were taken, which is why we clicked yes to allow iPhoto to look up the different places. Moving along down, you've got your last 12 months, your last import. They're just the last, the photos you've got in the last 12 months, or the last import from your memory card, from your camera, from your iPhone, which you've done, will show up in here. Photo stream is to do with iCloud. So if you have an Apple ID and password, and you have, for example, an iPhone, you take a picture on your iPhone, it'll upload to the photo stream, and once you're connected to the internet, will automatically download onto your Mac. So there's no need to connect your iPhone to your Mac to get the photos off there anymore. Flagged is obviously like it is. There are any photos that you've flagged for whatever reason, be them special, something you want to edit, whatever. And trash is where you've just deleted your photos, and that's where they go until you right click empty trash. Importing photos is as easy as connecting your camera to the computer, selecting it under devices, picking some photos that you want to import, and then selecting import selected. Now, there's a few other options you can get. You can name the event that you want to import them in, so we're just going to call this one test import, like it is there. And then if your photos go from a few, range over a few days, you can select to split them up into their separate days or have them grouped under that one event. To split them into separate days, you click the split events checkbox here, but we're just going to leave that unticked so that they all group together under that test import event. Go ahead and click import selected. It will import those 4 or however many photos you selected, and after you've done that, you can choose to keep the photos on the memory card so that you can put them back in your camera and show the people in your camera, import them to another computer, or do whatever you want with them. Or you can just delete them off there. We're going to click keep photos. They'll show up in that first off last import tab, which is where the last photos you've imported will show up. Also under the last 12 months tab, and the latest event or the most newest event that you've made will also be under that recents tab. There's still 2 more places you can find these photos, and that is of course under the photos section and in the events section under test import event. Now there are 4 more things which I want to show you to do with iPhoto basics. First off is the info of the album and photos. Second is how you can edit them. Third is where you can put them. And the fourth is where you can send them off to when you want to share them around with your friends, with family, with social networking sites, whatever. But first up, now they are all down in this bottom right corner of the window. First up is the info. When you select an event to get info on, it shows you the thumbnail of it. You can even change this just by hovering over it and moving your mouse around. You can change the name of the event. It shows you what dates the event or what dates the photos were taken on it within this event. You can add a description to the event, so you just click there and write in, "This is my first import." It will show you where the photos were taken if you're hooked up to the internet. Obviously, I'm not here, which is a bummer. And it will show you what faces, if any, are within this event. Now, if you go into a certain event and select a photo, this is where heaps and heaps of different information pops up. As you can see here in the top right, it tells you what the photo was taken on. In this case, it was my old 3GS. It gives you the dimensions of it, the size of it, the file type, heaps and heaps of different stuff just in that little section alone. Then moving on down, you've got the name of it, so you can retitle it. It's CFA Bear. That's what it is. You can rate it however many stars. It tells you what date it was taken on. You can even add a description to this. So, alright, from Melbourne show. It will show you what faces, if any, are in there. You can select to add a face. You can select to add a face. And you can even assign a place to where this was taken, or see whereabouts on the map this photo was taken. And now that we've added a face, if you pop over here to your faces, it will show you that, hey look, this is where the CFA Bear appears, and these are all the photos in which it is in. Now, you can select a photo, and there are a few different options where you can edit the pictures. So, I've selected this photo, which is from where I've been working the last few months. Now, there's quick fixes, which is, you can just rotate it a few ways. You can auto enhance it, turn that on or off. You can straighten it, you can crop it, you can retouch it. You can chuck some effects on it, so we can lighten it up a bit. We can fade it a little bit, and then we can also adjust the different levels. So you can take the lightness up a little bit. You can play with the darkness. Play with the temperature. We can take that down heaps. Shadows, make it overpowering. Make it look really ugly, or you can just revert it to original. Now, once you've finished playing with your photos and editing them, you can create different albums or slideshows or calendars or books. You can create heaps of different things. I'm gonna quickly create a slideshow. So by clicking on slideshow here, you can call it test import 2, and then bang, that is done. If you want to know more about slideshows, post it in the comments and we'll go into that later on if you want. Now, finally, before we wrap up this, you can share this. So you can print it, you can email it, you can chuck it up onto your Flickr, your Facebook, or your photo stream. Now, I've got none of these connected, but obviously you can connect your Facebook, your Flickr. If you've got an Apple ID, you can plug that in too. You just click on any one of these and it will bang straight up onto your social networking site, or you can get them professionally printed by Apple. Now, this has been a very basic look at iPhoto. Thanks heaps for watching, guys. Chuck some comments down below if you want to see more, if you want me to go into more depth on something, if you want me to create albums, or if you just want some more information on anything. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.